So this story, I mean, we started hearing a little bit of a rumbles, then you start seeing the social media posts, and next thing you know, we have a national story right here in our backyard. What has this experience been like for y'all at the aquarium?
It's been a bit of a roller coaster ride. It's been wonderful. The excitement that has come around this phenomenon with Charlotte and the interest that it has spurred in science, not just in the schools or in homeschool groups, but in people in general who want to come in and get a better understanding of this. It's such a rare occurrence. So we are very excited. It's brought a lot of excitement into our community, into downtown. But just the push for science and education in science has been just wonderful.
And I mean, it's, yeah, like you mentioned, such a great opportunity for people to be able to learn more and really get interested, get involved. What's been your favorite part of being able to teach people?
I think for me, most of it is the younger kids who come in and are so excited and they stand at the tank and go, there she is, there's Charlotte. And they, want to give her high fives and tickle her belly when she swims by. And just the excitement in general, and seeing parents interacting with their children, grandparents coming in and interacting with their kids and their grandkids, and just people who want to come in and experience a smaller aquarium and get to talk to us on a personal level. But it got just the excitement of it has been, I think, my favorite part, just seeing people happy and having good, happy news for a change.
Did you guys ever think, I mean, is this surprising to you? I guess the attention, and I get even this happening in general, is this all surprising to you?
Oh yes.
Yes, very much. We were overwhelmed. We never would have guessed that once we made it. We set the announcement, being a teacher, I wanted to share this with the local community and schools that might be interested. And within 48 hours, we're getting calls from all over the world and responses from people all over the world. And we would talk amongst ourselves and I'd be like, Kinsley, what are we going to do with this? This is like crazy. We never imagined. Did you think of anything that would happen?
No, not at all. I mean, we have people following us from all around the world. We have an entire following from Brazil on our Instagram account, and they are a big part of our comment section. It's pretty great.
I've seen some of the things that I really loved. I loved the photo that I saw posted of the group with the t-shirts. And I just think it's so fun how everybody's kind of getting into this in their own unique way. But, they're learning something. It's just all positives. This really seems like such a great thing. I do have to ask, I've been getting asked all over the newsroom. As soon as I said we were doing this news, everybody's asking, how is Charlotte doing? I know it's a Friday, so it's not one of the days for the updates, but I just figured I would ask since we're here.
Sure. Do you want to update? You were in the tank class.
Yeah, I just got out from being in the tank. I did just feed her. She ate silver sides and scallops today. She wasn't a fan of the shrimp, but right now she's currently resting. She was very active all day and just very happy with the guests, especially with kids today. She did do some glide arounds of the tank, and then the kids would kind of tap on the glass and she kind of swing down and said hello to them.
Yeah, it almost like she could stop.
Yeah.
And just would give them an eye to eye. It was really, really amazing to watch her do these things. So she's fine. She's still pregnant. She is but we haven't seen any changes in any behaviors.
No.
And I've heard online, you have said it is not sharkray, as they've said online a few times, that catchy little word. But could you also just explain to our viewers why that's not happening?
Well, sharks and rays aren't anatomically lined up. Okay. This is a process that's called parthenogenesis or parthogenesis. And what happens is a female chooses to create eggs, and then there is a biological trigger that happens. The mystery is no one can put their finger on what the trigger is that causes the cells to start to split and develop into an embryo on their own with no fertilization. And in ray, it makes it really nice because then they hatch the eggs internally, and then they will deliver a live birth.
And so this is exciting. It's kind of sounds like it's a little bit of a learning experience for everybody who's coming, but also for y'all as well, because you're getting to experience this and track this and, see how it goes. I remember a few weeks ago, I believe there was a post and it said something like, this is not a normal pregnancy. So typically we would expect the gestation to take so long. And so how has this process been for you as y'all are tracking and learning this as well?
We are tracking and learning, and we've even started measuring Charlotte's bump on her back where they carry the babies. But we're able to collect all of this data from looking back through our records and saying, okay, this is when we first saw this. This is what we saw next, and trying to get people to understand that there's nothing typical about this. So that 3 to 4 month period it's an average in captivity, but it could go sooner. She could go much longer. This is the first documented case ever that we can find in the world. And we have the Field Museum in Chicago ready to go to collect DNA for us and do all that testing. And hopefully we'll be able to give science and the world a whole lot more answers as to maybe what makes this happen, and just educate a lot of people.
So it's fun, it's exciting, and there's more on the way once we do meet the babies. I want to ask also, any plans for once the babies are born, any kind of celebration or excitement for you all to just kind of celebrate, hey, they're finally here?
I know. Well, we've talked about it. And we're kind of just keeping everything on an even keel until, it's one day at a time. We're just, happy, healthy, safe is our mantra that we're going through, and patience. And of course, we'd love to be able to celebrate, with birth of offspring. We just don't want to get too far along in there. We want to keep it pretty close in yet, keep it all into our vests until we can announce Charlotte, and her event. But yes, I think a celebration would be wonderful.
Is there anything that I've not asked that you really want to make sure that we get across to our viewers?
A couple of points that I can think of. One, we're a nonprofit aquarium. We're a nonprofit foundation here. And so we do all this out of the love of our hearts, and our training that we've had and our experiences. And we want to share it as educators. We want to be able to give Charlotte a bigger home, maybe, from all of this. And that's one of the things that we're looking at, is a bigger tank. And the other thing is getting people to understand that these are pups. They're called pups by science, but they're not puppies. So there's no, two different species of animals. Charlotte's a fish, so she has pups. Mammals have puppies. But that's pretty much, I think, and just patience and excitement.